Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Dynasty Warriors Origins on the Steam Deck. If you're like me, a fan of handheld devices, you probably have some history with the series. I've been playing Dynasty Warriors since the PSP days, and yes, even on the PS Vita. Back then, it was all about huge battles on tiny screens, which felt revolutionary for handhelds at the time. And would you look at it, I'm still playing huge battles on a not so tiny but still small screen. So, for those of you who might be new, Dynasty Warriors is a legendary series that brings the history of China's three kingdoms to life, or I guess you could say to epic life. You control heroic characters, each with their own insane moves, and take down thousands of enemies in these gigantic, chaotic battles. It's over the top fun, and if you've played before, you know exactly what I mean. But what really excites me is seeing how this entry holds up on the deck. So without further ado, let's check it out. Before we get to the juicy details, I've got something to call out. Only 2.4% of you watching are subscribed. That's like charging into a battlefield with no allies. You might make it, but it will be a struggle. Subscribing is free and it really helps me. Alright, back to the action. Now let's talk performance. After hours of testing the demo, here's the deal. Locking the game at 30 FPS gives you the best experience. Now you could push to 40 FPS on the lower settings, but during bigger fights it will dip below 40 and stiller, which is less than ideal. By keeping it locked to 30 FPS with a mix of low and medium settings, you get a smooth gameplay without the hassle. The battery life is surprisingly solid and you'll get around 2.5 to 3 hours of playtime on the OLED Steam Deck depending on the settings you use. And for a game like this, with such large scale battles and the graphics that it presents, I think that's pretty good battery life. Now, the game does feature some upscaling options. It supports FSR 1, 2, 3 and XeSS, and I gave both of them a shot. Now, FSR 3 currently has some visual glitches, both in the demo and the live game, so it's not quite there yet, but hopefully they'll patch that in the future. Now, XeSS does work as it's supposed to work, but it makes everything very blurry. That's because there's a lot of movement in the game, and to be honest, it doesn't even improve performance that much, so I would just avoid it. Playing actually without any upscaling is probably the best way to enjoy this game right now on the deck, and low to medium settings are a sweet spot for this game. Controls are another area where this game shines. It fully supports controllers, and it feels right at home on the Steam Deck. Whether you're taking a small group, a boss, or plowing through waves of enemies, the controls are responsive and make the action incredibly satisfying. So the verdict, Dynasty Warriors Origins is, I think, a great fit for the Steam Deck. If you lock it to 30 FPS, stick to low and medium settings, you have an amazing experience. And I know saying that a game running on 30 FPS is amazing experience is kind of strange, but trust me, I've been playing this game at 30 FPS on many different consoles and it's always been very fun. If you're a fan of the series like me, the game is a blast and a great way to relive these epic battles on the go. Now, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more Steam Deck content. It's free and it makes a huge difference. If you like the video, leave a like and I'll catch you in the next one.
Impossible. It can't be human. Is it over already? I expected more from the coalition forces.